Welcome to The Perspective. I'm C. Towns alongside Mr. Ed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
We all know why we're here.
Yes. Talk about them birds. Woo!
First game of the wild card, but before we get to that, I have an obligation. I want to ask that you sing along with me, sir, because I do not know every word. This is depressing.
Ooh.
You sure I can't just give you money?
No.
I give you $100. Come on, let's
Fly, eagles, fly.
Fly, eagles, fly.
Yes.
On the road to victory.
Hey.
Fly, eagles, fly.
Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low.
Hit 'em high.
And watch our eagles fly.
Fly, eagles, fly. On the road to victory.
E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
We done now.
Go birds.
I might not even post that part. It's a good thing I do the editing. I might edit that out.
About them birds.
But hey, wild card weekend, home away from home, coming to my home city. Seattle Seahawks coming to Philadelphia.
I think this is going to be a good game.
It's going to be a very big game. I'm excited for this game. Carson Wentz been balling out. I'm not even going to lie. He's been looking good. To me, he's been looking better with these practice squad receivers more than he did with Alshon Jeffries, Aguilar. I'm not going to say Deshaun Jackson because with Deshaun Jackson, it looked good for the little bit of time he had with him. But you can just tell that these young guys are able to allow Carson Wentz to be the leader.
Sure. I also give, not only that, I mean, that's a big part of it, the fact that they look to him for leadership. Mm-hmm. When maybe some of them older veteran receivers did not.
Yeah. Alshon Jeffries obviously had an issue.
Sure.
Because he wanted Nick Foles.
But these guys look to him for a pat on the back, for leadership, and he's been able to take them and help them raise their game. Also, I want to, we talk about the coaching staff. This coaching staff, since they've been there, they've had some key ones leave out to go get head coaching jobs, but since they've been there, they've done a very good job.
Yeah, Eagles' offense is not the problem.
No, it's not. I mean, we have a quarterback who not only broke the franchise record for yards and
4,000 passing yards,
but he did that 4,000 yards
without having a receiver.
Receiver over 500 yards, which is a record for NFL history. That's never been done before. Yeah. So,
and let's not forget the injuries at running back as well.
Injuries at running back. We got two Pro Bowl offensive linemen gone.
But that's going to go to what I'm about to get into, the positives, the pros and cons for both teams. The Eagles, pros. The offense has been flowing.
Yes.
To me, they have the most significant injuries for the Eagles is on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep.
And I'll get to the defense in a second.
Sure.
But the offense, you got key injuries, but they're getting it done. Yes, people can say what they want. It was against the Giants, the Redskins, and the Cowboys. But you need that type of momentum with these young receivers going into a home playoff game. That's a big plus. They're not going to Seattle. For Seattle's side of the ball, Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson, man. Yeah. Most game-winning drives since 2012. Yeah. That speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you and I had this conversation on another video where we were talking about who's MVP, and I was like, well, Russell Wilson, and you were like, well, Lamar Jackson.
They got injuries too on the opposite side of the ball. The running backs. They had to sign Lynch.
Yeah, and Turbin.
Because they're like, oh my gosh, we just lost both our running backs for the year. Yeah. And
they went to a blast from the past.
They had to, though. Players. They had to because they're in such a position where they can make it to the Super Bowl. They've played the teams that are above them. Yeah. They've had knockdown, drag-out fights. They were a bad time management penalty away from beating San Fran for them not to be playing Philly. Yeah. So that's the pros. The cons, the Eagles defense. I don't like hearing the injury. I don't want to hear about injury problems on the defense side of the ball. because most of the injuries are in the secondary.
And the secondary was
And the secondary was hot garbage before the injuries. Just because you recycled garbage, no, we're not doing that.
Well, just like this last game, you saw towards the end of the game, our defensive strength obviously is our defensive
D-line and linebackers.
And when they're not doing a great
they can't
job,
get pressure?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the last time we played Seattle, I think we sacked Russell Wilson 5-6 times, something like that.
Y'all have to have that type of game.
Yeah, we need that type of game to have any success because our back end cannot.
Like DK Metcalf and Lockett? That's not happening.
Even with that, I don't think we'll be able to totally stop them. I'm thinking this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Eagles will probably win this game 31-28. And also, the defense is going to have to step up and try to hold off
on that last minute drive. Now, the negative for Seattle, to me, it's something that I wouldn't even pick on, but their linebackers are horrible at coverage this year. Mm-hmm. I get it. They're not the Legion of Boom anymore. They weren't a top 10 defense this year either.
Yeah, I think they were ranked going into the San Francisco game 26.
With all due respect to Kittle, I get it. He's the best tight end this year in football. But Wagner is like, you're Bobby Wagner. You're the best linebacker in football. You're supposed to be. And you were getting killed last night. It was not looking good.
And here's the thing. This Eagles offense.
With no Zach Ertz, though.
Without Zach Ertz, but with Zach Ertz, and yesterday's, that game against the Giants and the previous 4 games, their offense looks a lot similar to San Fran's. Mm-hmm. Tight ends are.
Dallas Goedert's been stepping up.
Yeah, and
he made a big play for y'all when y'all needed it. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I think that play yesterday turned the tide of that game.
Yeah, when he caught
when Carson Wentz had to just throw it. Yeah. If he doesn't catch that ball, they get the ball. And they already have the lead.
So you got tight ends who can catch the ball. Even with Perkins coming in, he's still able to catch the ball, and he looked like he can get free. And
Seattle's corners has. I'm not gonna say they're bad, but they had trouble with speedy receivers. Like Samuels was killing him, because he's a speedy receiver. Yeah. One cut, gone, boom. So. All that to say, I agree with you on how the game will go. To me, I think this is going to be a shootout.
Sure.
But I have Russell Wilson, and I have faith in Russell Wilson because he's more proven than Carson Wentz. This game means everything to Carson Wentz. This game will fuel next season. I feel if he can just win this game, Carson Wentz, this is basically, if y'all win this game, it don't matter what happens next week. Mm. If he wins this game against a respectable Seattle Seahawks team, first playoff game, some of that weight on his shoulder will be just lifted off because a lot of the teammates are like, hey, you haven't been proven. You didn't earn the contract.
Well, we talked about this, what he needs to prove this year, what he needs to accomplish. And one of them was to play the whole season healthy.
Yep.
And one of them was to lead the team into the playoffs.
Yep.
And hopefully win a playoff game. So,
if he knocks those off, every Eagle fan should be ecstatic to look forward to next season because you'll get healthy during the offseason and you'll make certain trades and signings and other player acquisitions to help him out. If he wins this game, that'll be very big.
Yeah.
But for my prediction, I'm going with Seattle because Russell Wilson is proven. Let's just be honest. I don't have the Eagles defense stopping a last-second drive because your worst part of your defense is the secondary. So I have the Eagles losing close to your score, but add a touchdown to Seattle. I got 35-31. Seattle's winning this game. Again, if the Eagles win, I won't be 100. I won't be all like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. But if he gets it done too, I'm just going, hey.
Yeah. Well, once again, I got it 31-28. Eagles, go Birds.
Let us know. Please put comments down, Seattle fans, Philadelphia fans. Comment. Let us know your score, why they will win. We love that. We love to see the conversations. Yeah. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. If you haven't already, click to the next prediction.